GDAX. Gonna talk about GDAX in this video and some of the tips, some of the things that I've learned in the last couple of weeks using it every single day. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? So obviously, if you're here, you probably have an idea of what GDAX is. This is the exchange for Coinbase. Now, Coinbase, when you buy and sell on Coinbase, you pay a fee, and those orders are being placed through GDAX, if that makes sense. So all the liquidity that Coinbase has is coming from GDAX. There's the market, basically, that, you know, they got this market here. The market is being made, people are trying to buy in, and then orders are being executed through the Coinbase app, through the Coinbase website. So GDAX is the exchange that Coinbase uses, and that's where all the liquidity is. That's the liquidity pool. People buying and selling there on GDAX, and that's what's working with Coinbase. Some of the things that I've learned using it in the last couple of weeks, some tips that I think you guys might appreciate. First thing, people ask me, how do I deposit money into GDAX? It's very simple. You're gonna go here to deposit, hit that deposit. You'll show up here, it'll say your Coinbase account. You can put, okay, I want to deposit this much money. If I have Bitcoin, I'm gonna deposit that Bitcoin into my GDAX account. So when I do that, it'll show up automatically. There are no fees for transferring from Coinbase to GDAX. That's one good thing about using the system, and it's fast, it's simple, and it's easy. It goes right away. There's no wait time or anything like that. You don't have to wait for it to clear. Another thing, also, people ask, how do I withdraw? Same thing. How do I withdraw? Right there. You can withdraw to your Bitcoin address, whatever you want to do. You can do it right there in the withdrawal front. So if you have another wallet or if you have another way of holding it, you can do it right there in GDAX and withdraw it. No fees again, other than paying the network fees for Bitcoin, which can be a bit expensive sometimes. So the chart here on GDAX is definitely not the best chart. I've talked about this before. Using tradingview.com if you want to really dive into the charts. Chart on the website, it works. It's definitely not the best, but it'll work for what you need to. A lot of times I'll trade on the 5-minute chart, or if I'm really getting crazy, I might trade on the 1-minute chart, but overall I'm usually looking at the 5-minute chart. You cannot zoom out, which is one frustrating part of using that. So if you want to look at the 5-minute chart, you can only see what's there. If you want to, you know, look at the daily chart, you can only see like that. So there's no way to zoom out the chart here. That's one issue. But the one cool thing is if you do highlight the candle, you can see, okay, see the low and the high of the candle there at the top, 13,500, 19,000. It'll show you the volume and all that fun stuff there. On these lines here, I've got the EMA. So I got the 12 EMA, I've got the 26 EMA. That's the exponential moving average. If you want to learn more about that, check out some of the stock trading videos, day trading videos, learning about the exponential moving average. But you can see those are the lines there, and that's kind of the overall trend showing me, you know, where we're going, where we're at, where that support is. A lot of times traders do trade off of these lines, and people are looking at those lines, those EMA lines, as indicators for where that support, where that resistance might be. The reason that we use GDAX instead of buying through Coinbase and selling through Coinbase is not having to pay the fees. So if you do use GDAX, make sure you're not using market orders. If you want to buy instantly, you can use a market order. Let's say you just really want to get in badly and you want to get in there, you can buy right there. So if I wanted to buy, you know, right there, I place my buy order, it would automatically go and I don't have to wait. Now, if I don't want to pay any fees, I can use the limit order. I've talked about this before. I'm basically going to buy there with the limit. Now I'm looking, the bottom here is the green area, which is the buy side. The red side is the sell side. And you can see we have a little bit of a spread right now between the two, only about 1 cent spread. So if I wanted to fill there, I can actually click on this there. If I wanted to buy there at that, I can click on this, which is kind of nice. So I don't have to actually type that price in there. So if I want to put my order on the book, I can click, 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 and get my order out there. And that's a nice thing to do. So then I can put in how many Bitcoin I want to buy. I put that in there, and then that's going to show up down there. So if I wanted to buy 1,200 Bitcoin, that would cost me that much there, over 1.7 million or whatever that is there on that number. Now another way, and also the same thing, if I wanted to sell, I'm going to click buy or sell and then put that out there. Another thing you can use is a stop order. Now I don't suggest using this for a couple of reasons, because what happens is, let's say the price of this drops from $14,300 down there to $12,000 really quickly, and then all of a sudden comes right back up. If you have a stop out there, if you have a stop order at 13,000, it drops to 12,000, you get filled at the market. So you're going to get filled at 12,000 or what that low price is. So if it's going to drop really quickly, you're going to get a really bad fill. So be careful if you're using stop orders. A lot of times when we do get these big sell-offs, when the market does start crashing, it's because people are using these stop market orders and they're getting out no matter what. They're just scared, or they're panicking, or really just the computer's putting that order through there, and you're getting filled much lower than you want to be. And I think if you're going to be trading cryptocurrencies, you probably should be keeping an eye on it and not actually using stop orders. Another thing you can look at here is you have this. So this is kind of the market price, where we're at in the middle, which is kind of cool. It'll show you where people are buying, where people are selling. It'll show you kind of that support. You can see right now we got a decent amount of buying all the way down there to the $4,000 area. But if you do zoom out, you can see kind of all the way down where the buyers are, where the sellers are. And look at this. And then zoom it back in and kind of get a little bit closer. You can see these kind of cliffs. So these cliffs here are kind of showing where that support is, where that resistance is. Right now we got a lot of sell pressure. So we're showing kind of that cliff right there on the sell side. So this is the sell side, the red. Red's always going to be sell. Green's always going to be buying side. Same thing with the candles. So we got red candles, that's bad, that's selling. And then we got green candles, that's good, we got buying. Obviously, these candles are going to be showing, you know, like at the bottom of these candles, that's the range. These wicks on these candles are the range, and the actual body of the candle is showing the open, the close, where that candle opened at, the bottom, and then where it closed at. So if it's a red candle, it's going to be the top is where it opened at, and the bottom is where it closed at. So this is the 1 day chart. This is showing these are actual candles for 1 whole day of movement. You can see some of these candles are kind of big range in them. This one's 15,000 down there to 10,000 the last time this sold off there before Christmas. You can see that big range, big wick here. So this got bought up pretty quickly and then ended up closing there at the $14,000 area. Another thing you can do is you can go over here to the account side. You can look at your fills and show all your fills there, and you'll be able to buy, sell, and see all that action. And you can actually download receipt, download the statement for your taxes and all that stuff there. And you can see some of the orders that you put out there as well. So that's on the side there if you want to click there, the trade. When you do have an open order, it's going to show up here in an open order area. When it gets filled, it's going to show up here on the fill side. So we have open order there, and the fill side. Here on the right side is going to be the trade history, which is showing the actual trades that have been cleared or filled. So right there, people are buying there at 14,293, and it's showing the trade size and showing what's actually printing and what's actually getting done. So these are trades that are actually done. So when the trade goes through, it shows up over here on the trade side, on the trade history. So there it is on the right. And then these are, so this is the order book showing where the buyers, where the sellers are sitting, and where they're trying to get filled. If I want to increase the order book so it doesn't show me every single cent, I can go down here and click on this little button there and press that, and it'll show me now 10 cents. If I want to zoom in 50 cents, it'll show me that, and I can zoom in all the way to $1. So it'll make it a little bit easier to read the order book if I can show, okay, now I can see. So pretty simple rundown here on GDAX. You're going to see the volume up here. This is the volume. This is how many Bitcoin have been traded in the last 24 hours. You're going to be showing the last 24-hour price range. So we're down 7.31%. It's going to show the last trade price there. So that's all the information I've got on GDAX. Nothing too crazy. Really, overall, in general, it's simple. It's easy. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you check out GDAX. If you're going to be trading, if you're going to be buying and selling, definitely check out GDAX. That way you don't have to pay the fees that you're using with Coinbase. And you can actually get a lot better fills on some of these dips compared to using Coinbase. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you have any more questions, leave a comment below. And like always, hit that subscribe button. Help me help you. And I'll talk to you soon.